Hello everyone, my name is Nelson Delgado. I'm an energy psychologist who implements the modality, the emotion code and the body code in healing, as well as integrates a divination system for clarity and realignment to discover what your path might be, what kind of shadows you're going to face, and what you can do about it in order to move through and transmute the shadow into a heavenly or graceful state of being. In this series, I'll be talking about emotional intelligence. I'll be going through the 4, sort of 5 emotional families and the gifts they have to offer, as well as the messages and the questions that they're trying to bring you. So as you explore these emotions that you're going through at various aspects or times of your life, you'll have a better understanding of what to do in terms of how you can respond, so that you can feel more confident and comfortable doing so without or minimizing the possibility of hurting anyone. The first emotion they'll be covering is fear. And with fear, what we have to understand is that there are levels to every emotion. There's benevolent experience of it to extremes. And with fear, in its healthy state, it's simply awareness. If we weren't aware and we didn't assess our surroundings, then we wouldn't know if we were in danger or not. So fear is not your enemy. A healthy level of fear is meant to be there to help you preserve your life and to maximize your amount of safety and minimize the amount of risk that you take in your life. So understand that fear in its healthy state is simply awareness. However, it does have a question that it oftentimes asks, and as it gets more elevated, the awareness gets heightened and the nervous system starts getting turned on in a way to try to avoid unnecessary potential adverse experience as much as possible. The question it's asking is what action needs to be taken? With every emotion, the root of the emotion is to motivate you to do. Otherwise, you're generally not creating. You're generally not engaging with the physical life experience. So it's important for us to acknowledge that. And the gifts that intuition brings is essentially intuition, instincts, focus, trying to achieve some sort of clarity on things, being very attentive, especially in conversations with people, being very present, and having a sense of readiness for the situation that's at hand. So fear is your friend, and it's not there to stifle or stagnate you. It's when we have too many experiences that are adverse that we want to avoid, that what ends up happening is that the fear takes over, and then it starts steering the wheel in the direction we should be going in, as opposed to us assessing the situation and determining the facts and engaging when it feels safe to. So that being said, fear helps you preserve your life and your safety, and there are different attributes in the fear family, such as panic and anxiety and confusion and jealousy and envy and terror that are associated with fear. We just wanted to cover sort of the trunk of it, and how it can branch out will be explained in the next subsequent videos. Now, If you like this video and you wish to share, please do so. You can also hit the little bell on the left, on the bottom left, to subscribe if you find that you want to watch more of this content, this useful content. And on top of that, there will be some links below for any of my other channels and my website, so you can access any resources that you'd like to see furthermore. If you'd like to schedule a consultation in terms of the emotion code and body code, just to put it simply, the emotion code and body code essentially empower the subconscious mind to use the body as a confirmation tool, to provide vitality for what is true and withhold vitality for what is false, so weakness, so we can navigate through a system that helps you isolate what trauma from your life needs to be released and from what age, and if there's a need to know more, why that needs to be released. And after doing the necessary work to engage in its release, then the body will be able to confirm for you that it's leaving your field. And energy psychology is basically to determine the energy system of the body. So what we're doing is we are allowing the human energy system to guide us through the process of what part of the system, where in the body trauma is stored, or negative thought patterns are stored, and how they can interfere with your different energy centers that have different intelligences that can be constrained over time due to experiences that prohibit the unfolding and the balanced giving and receiving of energy in exchange with the environment and the people or entities, beings around you, so that you can become energetically regulated, not just emotional or mental only, but energetically regulated and therefore spiritually regulated. And it helps minimize the amount of influence that darker consciousness can affect us as we move through life, whether it be darker consciousness or the unconscious mind that's got a lot of stored stuff that keep us in certain limiting and restrictive and constrictive ways of being, versus shifting towards expansive and freeing and liberating and co-creating states of being. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I look forward to sharing more info on the next part of the fear family of emotions, which is anxiety.